this is a really cool shot right here. I don't know, just looks nice. And then you got like whatever this is. I think it's like a gas pipeline, but yeah, it's kind of cool. All right. The sun's going, excuse me, down. I really want to take a bike out here and do like biking videos. I need one of those helmets that connect to a GoPro, because I do have a GoPro if you guys don't know. And I don't know, I want to make like a GoPro biking video. I've always like wanted to do that because I love biking. It's a huge hobby of mine, but I'd have to figure out how I would get the bike here and how I would get a helmet, and I would have to get some sort of like thing to connect to my helmet. So yeah, I want to make some videos pretty soon in my car. I don't know how that would work. I have like these sticky things that I can use with my GoPro, and I can hook it up to like my dashboard, and I can throw my GoPro on there and like do a video of like me in my car driving while I'm talking. I don't know if that's interesting to anybody, but it's something I've been thinking about. There's something in there. It's pretty big, whatever it is. It sounds like a raccoon or something. Maybe it's just a squirrel, but I don't know. Love to smell the plants. There's the train track up there. If you can see it, it's right there. So we'll check it out. Caution, slippery crossing ahead. So there's the train track. Probably can't see it. But yeah. This is the area that like I imagine like a huge snake would be at. But I don't know. I don't see any. There's some abandoned shack. I've showed all this stuff before. I really like how woodsy and earthy this is. It's really cool. So, it's so thick, like, it's literally up to, it's past my ankles. It's like halfway on my, what's the term? Halfway up, like, between my knee and my ankles. It's like right there. So it's pretty damn thick, this grass. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. Sorry. I'm just kind of paying attention to all this. I think it's really nice. I don't know. I love nature so much. It's so like calming for me, you know? Like if I'm having a bad day, the woods kind of just like it like takes it all away from me. All the negative emotions that I have, and it just allows me to be in this like extremely like meditative states, and I'm able to like sort through all my negative emotions and thoughts, and I'm able to like figure out my problems, and I really appreciate it. The woods have it's always been a safe place for me. And it's been a place that I've never had a bad experience in, ever. Like it is my safe place, and that's why I love the woods so much. I've had scary things happen, but I've never had a single bad, like really bad experience. I've come across animals that, you know, scared me, like snakes and rabid animals that chase you, and you know, I've come across some crazy crap in the woods, but it's never been anything that has you know, hurt me emotionally or even physically. So I mean, I've like hurt my knee like falling once. I've like cut myself up on like thorns and all sorts of like weird crap, but I've never like gotten seriously injured physically or emotionally, and that's why I love this place so much. Do you see the squirrel? But yeah, I don't know, it's so beautiful. Like I appreciate the woods like more than anything else, and I don't get to go out here so often as I would want. Like if I could, to be honest with you, I would live like in the woods. Like I would just ditch society and just live out like in the middle of like, you know, South or North Dakota, and you know, I don't know, I've always like dreamed of that, dreamed of like living a life. You can see the train. I've always dreamed of living a life like free from the shackles of society, and I don't know, I don't know, like the woods for me is like a very romantic place that like, it's almost like I have like a ritual, you know, with it that's, it's kind of hard to explain, but I just like, I always feel safe here, and I always feel like I'm able to confront my thoughts like head on without being antagonized and without being, you know, persecuted. There you go, that's the word. Like I feel safe here, always. And that's why I've always liked the woods, and I like hiking for hours and hours and hours on end. I just like it. I don't know. Really can't tell you why. It's better than, you know, it's better than any lover I've had. It's better than any drug you could imagine. It's just like, it's pure bliss when I'm here. And I imagine like the woods is like what heaven would look like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's a little crazy for me to say all that, but it just, I've had nothing but good experiences in the woods, and I like, it gets me like emotional. I think of like my childhood and the innocence of being me and not having like any dread or worry, or, you know, without having the, you know, without having people like antagonize me. Like I've never had an argument in the woods. I've never had like a bad experience here. Like not just this woods, just like all woods in general, nature in general. I've never had bad experiences. And that's why I love it so much, and that's why I try to make it out here at least once every 3 months at the very least. And I usually spend hours and hours and hours just losing myself in the sounds and textures, and I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just a crazy man that enjoys to go on hikes, but I don't know. You know? I don't know. I love the woods so much. It's always been a dear friend to me, you know? And I remember all those, I love the smells, and I love, like, just the feel of the gravel and the dirt, like, under my feet, and I love, like, touching, like, plants, and I don't know, I love it, like, it's so weird. You can see why, like, I would do this for hours, just walking. Like, aimlessly walking, just for hours and hours and hours. Especially if there's no people around, like right now. It's just, like, heavenly. I mean, look at that stuff. It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. I love, like, the way that the light, like, from the sunset, you know, is, like, hitting the gravel and hitting, like, different plants, and it has this, like, very, like, fuzzy texture to it, like, very natural feeling. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not quite describing what I'm feeling the best. I'm very, I use lots of symbolism. I don't say things exactly how they are when I talk, and you guys maybe have noticed that I use lots of metaphors and stuff like that to put my points down, you know what I mean? It's easier for me to describe something with other things than it is to say what it is. If I just told you that I like the yellow sunlight hitting those plants, and I like the way that the shadows, like, hit each other, it's not as, like, beautiful as saying, like, I love the fuzzy texture to it, and the vibrance, and the, you know, just, like, the atmosphere in general, and, like, it's kind of hard to explain that without using, like, metaphors. It's a very romanticized, you know, way of thinking. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling about how much I love the woods, so I'm gonna stop. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Don't get attacked by animals, and stay out of trouble. Love you all. Peace.